You have questions. I will attempt to clarify our intentions. The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me when you are prepared.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excalbians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. Fashion sense could use a little work, too. For now, I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor. Our new teammate here might have some insight into the situation as well.
Michael Burnham, of the USS Discovery. Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future. The last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew, and the crew of the Enterprise. Since we're having this discussion, I'm guessing we won that fight. Over 150 years. To address...
Well said. Please, accompany me. Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
My tricorder's showing a Class M tropical biome. By the look of things, this world is under attack. I'm reading a lot of weapons fire from several locations in the area.
This is a safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast. I see a plaza ahead. And casualties. Enemy forces may be in the area.
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. When did this take place, originally? I don't recognize the uniforms on these Vulcans. Romulans? You're serious? Those are Romulans. This is a lot to take in. The Romulans are... I clearly have a lot of catching up to do. But the middle of a war zone isn't an ideal place for a history lesson.
These Romulans are Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force. Their list of enemies is long. Any number of them could be responsible for this attack.
This one was killed by heavy plasma weapon. Strange. I'm also reading trace amounts of several exotic particles in the area. Antiproton, tachyon. Whoever else was in this fight used some extremely advanced weapons.
Makes sense. The Iconians were allies of the Tal Shiar at this time. They were probably fighting at their side. This may be one of the unexpected changes Lincoln warned us about. Iconians arriving here early.
Some kind of constructs. They're using anti-proton weapons.
Heralds.
Shield losing power.
Those were Iconians.
Heralds are augmented servants of the Iconians. They were used primarily as shock troops. We've encountered them before, but if they're here now, things are worse than expected. There's a tactical force field blocking our way. That looks like the emitter over there. Should be simple enough to destroy it. And Heralds fighting Reman combat squads. Wonderful.
So, these Remans, they're on our side. Good to know.
You there!
I would speak with you. Your timing is fortuitous, my...
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Hakiv really doesn't want to be interrupted, does he?
It may not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops.
Excellent. Hakiv has holed up in the south like a... Ambush! Look out!
Personal shield losing power. Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
Then let's show...
Flanking damage detected.
Taking fire
Personal
over
shield
here.
losing power.
I need help at the gate controls!
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
He has a stealth field. Spread out. Find him.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know you. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Hakiv.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
He must pay for what he's...
Alright, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakiv?
Oh, bad shape. He needs field surgery right now, or he's not going to make it. I can't do this alone. I'll need your help to save him.
The Keep's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could return with enough Iconians to finish us off. Do you want to pursue him? This door here.
I surrender.
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion.
You chose to stop Hakeem, removing a critical Iconian ally from the conflict.
Come this way for your next trial.
Any idea where we are?
Enemy targets on sensors.
Damage control teams. The ship's been in a rough fight.
This looks like some kind of command station.
Secure the area. We might be able to find useful data here.
Personal shield losing power.
The sphere builders grow suspicious of my inquiries. I believe they begin to realize what my ultimate goal is, what I shall do once this war is won. Today, at Procyon 5, I will undo what the Alliance has done to them, to me, to my family. I will bring back my wife and child. All of this is for them, and no one will stop me. Krog becomes impatient, despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat and the restoration of the Nakul Star. She wants more. She wants revenge. It is tempting to use the Tox Utat on Sol, on Vulcan, on every star in the Alliance, but I have a better use for it at Procyon 5. Nakul vengeance shall have to wait. The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratis. They growl and demand and threaten to depart over the artifact like petulant children. If it were not a critical element of my plans, I would have left it on Ryza, along with the corpses of Picard and his charming thief. My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is quite challenging. Like so many Terrans, her dreams of empire are strong. As long as those dreams remain in her reality, our partnership shall continue. The moment her dream takes hold in our reality, my reality, then the honeymoon, as they say, is over.
Funny, I've been to Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. Looks like things change considerably in the next century. And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this Temporal Liberation Front.
We should leave. By now, we've been detected by their security systems. And I'd rather not be around when they send combat teams to retake the bridge.
There's a turbo lift down this way. This door here.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life forms, all armed.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Nice try.
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
You haven't seen the last of me!
I see him. Noise on the upper platform.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Waste time
Flanking
as you
damage
see fit,
detected.
Vernon.
Enemy
Well, we will
combat
not.
in close proximity. Personal shield losing power.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Personal shield losing power.
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another? So, the Alliance sends a gang of assassins to stop me once again. Predictable. I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious!
I understand the need to bring back the ones we've lost.
Living in the past and exercising
Shield losing power.
I will not be defeated. I control time itself.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Enemy combatants in close proximity. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Enough! I will erase you all!
You can't control time! If anything, time controls us.
deep, but wasted anymore. His grief blinds him to things like logic.
I'm so close! I won't let you win!
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power. Enemy targets on sensors. Flanking damage detected. Enemy targets on sensors.
The core is ready. I will end
Flanking damage
you and
detected.
take my ship back in time.
You cannot stop our plans!
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
No! I've come too far. This time I'll make sure you're never born. Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle.
Noi! Husband, please! You don't have to do this.
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
Cloud.
Of course, this war needed to end, Noi.
Before it consumed us all. Noi was a danger to all life, even in the Dominion. I could no longer sit back and watch as the Alliance failed to stop her. Time and time again. And so, I have done what you could not. Now, we must destroy this vessel, so it can never be used again. Let us end this war, once and for all.
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end. And who knows, maybe there'll be a chance at a lasting peace this time.
This situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need to execute him. Maybe we can still do this the right way. This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation goes too far. Let's finish this without resulting to cold-blooded murder.
You have chosen wisely. I am pleasantly surprised. I have much to discuss with the leaders of the Alliance. Steps must be taken to protect the timeline from criminals like Noi. For you, the war is over. Return to your ships. I suspect we shall meet again in due time.
I believe that will be enough for this trial, my friends. Yarnik awaits our return. He will, no doubt, have things to discuss after observing your actions here. Let's return.
In allowing the murder of Noi.
This way.
This place isn't familiar. Either of you know where we are?
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that's gonna make all the difference here, believe me. Let's take a look at those consoles and see if there's any useful information in them. Science Officer's log. ESA 4 was a test site for Section 31's Project Daedalus. It appears to be abandoned. The planet's atmosphere is toxic to most life forms, but we were able to establish a safe work area and habitat. We've set up a plasma reactor to power the phase discriminators will need to capture the Red Angel. If the plan works, that is. If it doesn't, this may be my final log entry. This is a recent entry, but the area is deserted. We need to know more. Science Officer's log. Control found us. We fought valiantly, but Discovery wasn't a match for Control's Section 31 ships. What's left of her crashed, not far from here. Somehow, Saru and Tilly were able to transfer the sphere data to this location. But it's only a matter of time before Control figures that out and comes to collect its prize. I need to get the sphere data somewhere Control can't find it. To do that, I need the Red Angel. But the thing is, I can't trap the Red Angel without help. So I can only hope that someone from Discovery has survived. And they make it here before Control does. If Tilly was here, she'd be a font of optimism. But I know what that atmosphere can do. I don't think anyone else is going to make it. Logic suggests that I take steps to destroy the sphere data before it's too late. For now, I'm sticking with optimism. As Spock would say, there are always possibilities. Everything matches up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Judging by the lack of survivors present, I think we have to finish what they started. If that's even possible. Do you have a question? We were so close to this. To failure. To death. We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console. Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console. So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next. Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field. We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Me. You'll need to go back to the previous room, close the door, and turn off the vents. Yes. Assuming things go as they did before, the Red Angel will appear in time to save my life. When that happens, activate the trap.
Done with these ancient phase discriminators.
We should have the power we need for this little stunt.
But we're only getting one shot, so make it count. No pressure.
Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. 5, 4,
3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage. Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation.
She's here! Do it! Do it now!
Activate Activate the phase discriminator. Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this. Discovery is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
And now we have 2 burn-ups. That's very interesting. I get the feeling you were expecting someone else in that suit, Commander.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father and used it to escape a Klingon attack. In doing so, she learned how Control ended all life in the future. After that, she used the suit to try and stop that from happening. Clearly, in this reality, that task has fallen to me. Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where Control can never find it. We need to act fast. Control is on its way here now. This needs to happen before it arrives. How? The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Struggle is pointless.
Control's using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
If I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me. Control can't be killed with regular weapons. You need to do something unconventional. Try to magnetize the floor. It'll disrupt it. Weaken it and lure it to me. I'll distract it by giving it a magnetic shock. It'll take several shocks to finish it for good. It's weakened. Lead it to the platform.
Flanking damage detected.
I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor! Do it again!
Flanking damage detected.
Distracted! Give it another blast! Magnetize the floor again! Good! One more shock should finish it off!
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
It's weakened! Lead it to the platform!
Flanking damage detected.
Hurry! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off! I did it! It's down! Ah! Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me. If that happens, it'll gain access to the sphere data.
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites. This should prevent Control from accessing the sphere data through her, but it'll alter her biosignature. She won't be compatible with the suit if this works.
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here. Given time, Control could find a way to access the sphere data. We need to think about destroying the data. Purge it from the suit before Control can access it.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal mistake. Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. That's a little more than a damn sting.
Get it right. Resistance is futile. It worked. The sphere data is secure within the suit, and future Burnham is immune to Control nanites. As I predicted, her biosignature has been altered enough to prevent her from using the suit. This Red Angel will fly no more. Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think what was left of control merged with some of my nanites. Yeah, and now there's a Borg-controlled hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop now.
Rest easy. The trial of Esau 4 has come to an end. My apologies, friends. Come along, my friends.
While we appreciate the pursuit of knowledge, we also realize that it can lead to catastrophe.
I have my concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile in a hurry. Still, it could be worse. We still have time to present our case here. Hopefully we will win some Excalbian hearts and minds in the process.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the results of the trials. You are free to return to your vessel, or remain here until the recess reaches its conclusion. Once that happens, you will be summoned to continue the trial. How would you like to proceed?
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here. We might have the opportunity to speak with Excalbians other than Yarnik and see what they think of all this.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning to the ship has its benefits. I could use a drink. Several, actually. I leave the decision to you.
We have seen many things in the trials. Your actions have given us much to consider, but we require more data. You can remove yourself from the trials if you so desire. I believe you are aware of the consequences such an action will bring. Then, if you wish to proceed, the portal awaits.
The next trial lies this way.
This is incredible. The architecture, the technology, the art. It's not like anything I've ever seen before. Where are we?
The Excalbians have dropped us into another planetary assault by the look of things. There's a battle site ahead. We might be able to learn more about our surroundings by examining it.
Fascinating. According to my tricorder, these soldiers are from extinct species. The Dynasians and the Ikabar.
Several extinct species, Iconian tech. I think this battle is the fall of Iconia. If so, we might be able to stop the chain of events that eventually lead to the Iconian War in our time. Considering the previous trials, I can see that as the pivotal event we were sent here to encounter.
That last hit wasn't far from me.
I picking up heavy gunfire nearby. Keep your weapons handy.
More fighting ahead. Wait. Are those Iconians?
Enemy targets on sensors.
Kill them! Let them die with their
Personal shield losing power.
I am Taket of Iconia. You are not known to us. Halt and identify yourself. I do not recognize your species, but you have taken up arms to defend Iconia. That makes you an ally, and your assistance is appreciated. You have my thanks.
I am called Lemirin. My thanks to you as well, newcomers. Our situation is quite dire. Mtara, our leader, has fallen. Iconia will soon be lost to our enemies. We must withdraw. We were trying to reach a nearby gateway when those soldiers attacked. Their reinforcements could arrive at any moment. Will you help us once again?
Orbital attack. The warfare of cowards. For each herald they kill, I will take 100 of theirs. And for each Iconian, 1,000.
All of this.
Enemy targets
The
on
loss they
sensor.
must feel. And the anger.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power. Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Hold. Reading an energy spike in the gateway ahead. Something's activating it.
No, there will be no holding. We will fight. Slay any foe that
Enemy
dares to
targets on
cross our
sensors.
path.
It's more under the breach, dear friends. Once more.
Henry V. Nice.
Personal shield losing power.
intervene to rid the cosmos of our enemies, to return Iconia to greatness once more. I hear the bloodlust in your voice. I see the hatred burning in your eyes. But you do not frighten me. The world heart is ours. We will use it to rebuild what has been lost. Be gone from here, demon. You will not prevail on this day.
That energy is protecting the demon. I can disable the gateway to stop that, but I need time.
Personal shield losing power.
You fought a war with the Iconians and survived?
Personal shield losing power.
The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down.
Personal shield losing power.
The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is down, but someone on the other side is powering it back up. Defend yourselves.
Enemy target uncensored. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
The gateway is restored. I will signal you when I am ready once more.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is down, but someone on the other side is powering it back up. Defend yourselves.
Enemy target uncensored. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
The gateway is restored. I will signal you when I am ready once more.
Personal shield losing power.
The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is down. I see you on the other side. Losing power. Get back up. Defend yourselves.
Enemy targets uncensored. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Enemy targets uncensored. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Honored mistress, use this to restore your strength. Yes, you serve me well, Hakim. What? This is inevitable. Yes. Resistance must keep time.
Sister, what have you done? No, you can't.
Your knowledge belongs to us now.
That does not belong to you, creature!
We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. We are the Order. Existence as you know it is over.
That creature. That was Taket. A Taket of nightmare, utterly corrupted by hatred and a thirst for vengeance. I have seen terrible things on this day. The fall of my civilization, of my beloved friends, of the totality of Iconian knowledge and culture. I cannot abide these tragedies. I cannot. Please, you can follow that monster. You can go where I cannot. I beseech you, return the world heart to me. Do not let Iconia fall to darkness.
Something is amiss, my friends. The trial has taken a life of its own, expanding well beyond its original parameters. Though I implored Yarnik and his ilk to bring the trial to an end, they have refused. They wish to see how you address this new crisis. Tread lightly. There is an ill wind blowing upon this venture. I fear one that may consume us all before the end.
These Borg, are they an evolution of control? Did someone else try to recreate it later on?
Unlikely. The Borg Collective existed well before the creation of control, although when you add temporal manipulation into the equation... No, I already have a headache, and temporal mechanics will only make it worse.
7. What we saw on ESA 4, your detailed knowledge of the Borg. You used to be one of them, didn't you?
Yeah. I was assimilated by the Borg at a young age and liberated by the crew of the USS Voyager later in life. The assimilation process is reversible, mostly, but it leaves scars. Inside and out.
I'm sorry that happened to you. And I'm sorry to ask this now. Are we going to have a problem here? With you and the Borg? Under the circumstances, I can see how you could become... emotionally compromised.
This isn't the first time I've run into Borg since my liberation, and I doubt it'll be the last. I'll be fine, Commander. If it makes you feel any better, if I go native here, you have permission to shoot me.
Fair enough. Thanks. Any advice on fighting the Borg?
Right. Combat with the Borg is likely. We need frequency remodulators. Tell me when you want to proceed, and I can open the force field ahead at that time. Don't forget to equip a frequency remodulator. Don't forget to equip a frequency remodulator.
Existence as you know it is over.
Isn't enhancing an Iconian with cybernetics a bit excessive?
Borg 101, better assimilation. Watch out, they're energizing the deck plating with weapons grade plasma.
Heads up! The Borg in those outposts are activating!
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. damage detected. Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
I don't like where this is heading. The Borg, they're relentless.
Time's a factor here. The longer the Borg have to build their forces and strengthen their position, the harder it'll be to undo their plans.
7 of 9. The prodigal 12 returns. At first, my existence seemed flawed, incomplete. I sought answers, and within the trials, I found them. I was a simulacrum, brought into me by this common conceit to test you. I evolved. I reject this Excalian foolishness. My destiny is my own. Today, my reign begins.
I am designated 7 of 9, tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. You will be assimilated. Resistance is fair.
This room has automated defenses. Watch where they're targeting.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Enemy combatants in close proximity.
was thoroughly unpleasant. I confront my past from time to time, but it usually doesn't shoot back. I'll manage. We need to deal with my evil twin and the Queen, however. The thought of them both running free makes me very uncomfortable.
Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy targets on sensors. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
Watch out! More drones! I'm picking up a lot of energy spikes in the next room. It could be weapons fire.
It's the personal chamber of the Borg Queen. Maybe the Excalbians sent some allies to help out. If so, they might need our help. Want me to lower the field? That's the Borg Queen. Indeed. This is damn peculiar. If the Excalbians killed her, where are they now? Be careful. Whatever did this could still be around, and it might not be friendly.
If this is better or worse than what Control had planned.
Pretty sure it's worse, but I'm not biased.
How timid you are. So frightened of perfection.
Last time I checked, we're not the ones hiding in the dark.
That's a good point.
Here's another. You are obsolete. Older. Weaker. Inferior to me in every way.
Inferior? To you? You're a pathetic copy of me hiding behind a legion of drones. You're weak.
Tell me, why are you Queen? There will be no struggle. No resistance.
You're a smart girl. You'll figure it out eventually.
How predictable. How human. We know that happens. Futility.
And a new nightmare begins.
Watch the floor! And now they have a cybernetic dinosaur.
Shooting now is xenobiology.
Personal shield losing power.
automated defenses are coming online.
Personal shield losing power.
I am Borg. I am eternal. My victory is inevitable.
That's... How is she still functional?
There's so much more you could possibly imagine.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Small. You lack harmony, cohesion, greatness. It will be your undoing.
Really? Whose ass just got kicked again?
You are done here at last, my friends. I'm glad you're still with us, my friends.
Those troops are coming from previous trials.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
sending in more reinforcements!
Personal shield losing power. Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Impossible. Safety measures were in place. The participants should not be able to escape the trial areas or pursue agendas separate from the trials. The Borg Queen of our creation is amassing greater power. This includes the assimilation of this planet and everything on it. We must consider our alternatives while there is still time.
We should take care of that Borg ship while we can.
Apparently not. President Lincoln has asked me to assist him with something. If I don't see either of you again, it has been an honor.
The Borg Queen is assimilating the Excalbians one by one.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Four shields failing. Target's shields have failed. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 25%. Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Four shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing. Left shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%.
Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed. 4 shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Left shield failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Integrity below 50%. Warning, ship is under attack. 4 shields failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing. Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Never the hero. You know you can't win, and yet you stand ready to die a pointless death.
Your arrogance is impressive. Annoying, but impressive.
Arrogance? Is it arrogance you hear, or a statement of inevitable fact? Perhaps now your opinion has changed. Perhaps now you realize the futility of resistance.
Looks like you could use a hand here. I hope you don't mind, but I brought some friends.
This is Captain Jonathan Archer of the Starship Enterprise.
Prepare to attack. All hands battle stations.
Let's make sure history never forgets. The name, Enterprise. There's an old saying, fortune favors the bold. Well, I guess we're about to find out.
I think it's time to do a little assimilating of our own.
Still think resistance is futile? Your Majesty?
Resistance. You're a tragic collection of relics and fools. The first of many to die.
Hold fire. Mr. Crusher, come about to course 148003.
Aye, sir.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Power to all weapon systems. Standby phasers.
Sounds like Yarnek and his people have a lot to think about. I hope they mean it when they say they're going to pursue goodness. As for me, it's strange, being... what did the Borg Queen call it? A simulacrum? A copy. And an incomplete one at that. I'm based on a Starfleet science officer. I was going to figure it out sooner or later. Now that I know, I've decided to continue what was started here today. In my own way. I've asked the Excalbians to make my transformation permanent, and they've agreed. So, for the Excalbians, the trials are over, but for me, the human adventure is just beginning. If you don't mind, I could use a ride to the nearest Alliance starbase. I'd like to speak with Starfleet Command about reactivating my commission. Among other things.
This has certainly been a learning experience for me as well as the Excalbians. I saw what I was and what I could have been, which makes me grateful for the life I have now. Still, this experience should make the next session with my counselor interesting. In the meantime, that sensor grid in the Trailer system will need some final adjustments. If you can get me back to my runabout, I can finish those. I can also speak to some Fenris Rangers about looking into the Orion smuggling activity in Trailus. Unofficially, of course.
It's been quite some time since I had to go into combat. It was an honor to fight by your side. The Excalibur, should you return?
The advocates of good return. We...
Well, for now, I'd like to put some distance between myself and Excalibur. Returning to Earth, catching up on what's happened since 2257? Sounds like a good place to start to me. I understand that an old friend of mine is on a similar journey now. I'll get in touch with Commander Stamets soon. I'd love to get his unique perspective on things. There's a lot waiting for me out there. Thank you for helping me get the chance to discover once again.